Starting to look like a car again. Oh, it's amazing how quick that comes in and out. Yeah, I like the paint job on the axle. Now those are some nice wheels.
Well, they are, aren't
Oh, that looks beautiful. Yeah, he's got those ginormous brakes which are going to go on there as well, hasn't he? That's going to look cool. Oh, you don't hang about, Denny.
Yeah, I just tossed them on.
Those have got the other wheels back on there, but it's obviously got the same wheels on the front as the back. Sitting over there somewhere. Is that the first time you've had those headers on?
Yes, sir.
Looks like they.
Fresh out of the package.
It looks like they're looking pretty good.
Max hasn't even seen them on there yet.
Oh wow.
That's gonna surprise me.
Man, the clearance looks perfect.
No, that's a set of headers.
That is, but didn't they cost a fortune?
Buddy, you couldn't get a set of headers to fit any better than what they got.
No, how'd they manage that?
They nailed it. Like, look at all that. That's a major clearance.
That's beautiful, that is.
And they're way far away from your starter.
Oh wow.
Because this is quite a problem. You got that suspension ear.
Yeah,
You know, your suspension ear is 6 inches from your starter.
I know.
And you got to shove exhaust through there.
It looks like they've got a pointed cone inside there.
Bet they sound bitchy.
Yeah. Didn't he pay like over $2,000 or something for these?
This is going to be the car that everybody wants.
Yeah, it is.
I don't care who you are. You're going to want this car.
Yeah.
You know, something's wrong with you.
He's going to have like two settings on the computer, isn't he? One for 1,000 horsepower and one for like 600. So this is where it bolts through into the inside the car. Man, that's crazy. So I know those aren't the wheels you're having on the front, Sonny Jim, but are those the same width wheels you're having on the front?
Yeah, if you pull it over 1/8 of an inch, it might just be enough to fudge it. Yeah, so we do have one. It's one of the boxes.
Is that designed to go with the Ridetec?
Yeah, it's a Ridetec.
Oh, so it is a panhandle bar.
Yeah, pan hard.
Oh, yeah. So you weld the bracket to the axle.
Oh, wow, that'd be great. I don't know what.
Yeah, normally you weld the bracket onto the axle and then you pull it into the frame.
I'm not sure. I think I called Gearhead on that and said, hey, where's my bar? If you suck an 1/8 inch out of it, you got an 1/8 inch to burn on this side. Cool. We'll call that a miracle.
Now the putting in the disc brakes could bring it out another 1/8 inch.
Maybe a little bit more.
How big are your disc brakes on the back, circumference wise? No, I mean,
Pretty thin. They were pretty thin.
what was the diameter of the rear brakes? 14 inch or something? Yeah, that's some big old
Push on that pedal and
big old
try
brakes.
to have your seatbelt back. You don't want that kiss of that.
Man, that looks pretty low. So, didn't you try 2 other sets of headers?
I think that was the 3rd set. We tried a couple different cheap ones because you're kind of limited what you can get for the 2nd gen Camaro. And finally went with ultimate headers because all the other ones fit my strap. And I mean, these things are flawless.
They look.
Spend the extra money, go to ultimate headers. Owner there is really nice, and he will custom make them however you need to modify them. Took about 6 weeks, and he'll even ceramic coat them if you want. But we just went with stainless for now. I might ceramic coat them once the engine's broken in. But these headers are flawless. They're equal on both sides. They're not touching the bottom of the car like the cheap ones we bought. They exit at the same place.
And they don't go over the spark plugs. Spark plugs are centralized perfectly. Oh, hang on.
And then they even give you spec sheets, so if you don't have them, you can go by their spec sheets over here and kind of figure out your measurements to see if they're going to fit before they arrive. And you want to modify it before they make them, you can.
Yeah, don't do what I did on my 55 Chevy and spend a fortune and then have to beat the hell out of the headers. And it looks like you're not going to have any problems with the spark plugs being close either. They are very expensive though.
Yeah, I think they were about $13.50-ish, somewhere in that range.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Maybe if you buy direct from him, you might be a little bit cheaper. But real nice guy.
No, that's quite reasonable.
Definitely high quality headers.
I think I spent that much money on, I won't name the brand, but told that my headers would fit my 55 big block, and they didn't. That is pretty awesome. That's going to be wicked. Really nice. That firewall. Woo, it looks amazing.
Yeah. Those headers are going to have some flow
Denny's finessing a little bit of paint in here. Getting the underneath dialed away. And he's got a real finesse technique in some of his stuff. It's definitely interesting to see different people's techniques, but you seem to get the results. Oh wow, you've narrowed it a bit real nice.
Cool shape.
That's cool. That is a cool shape. Okay, I'm over at Max's shop with Denny and Maximilian, and we're fitting the panels. I'm not quite sure how many times these have been put on, but this is the final fitment for alignment and body lines, etc. And I guess when Denny's happy with that and Maximilian, then we'll take it apart again.
It might be sitting on a tire too,
And
then.
sealer coat everything, and we're debating whether to do that in black or do a red base coat for the kind of a custom flip-flop candy red that's going on here. Although I don't think it's called a candy. Anyway, it's a special paint out of Texas.
Randy Apple Red 3.
Randy Apple Red 3.
Painthouse Customs.
Painthouse Customs. So I guess we'll be... Yeah, it's a PPG Deltron, and he mixes it himself, and it's just an amazing color. So we're looking forward for that. And Denny just wants to make sure he's got the sharpness of his body lines perfect, and that they're consistent with each other. You can't come from the fender with a sharp line and then the doors a more rounded line, and etc. So far it's looking really good. And he's just doing his final alignment right now. But and I guess then we take it all off again, do the sealer coat, do all the door jambs inside the doors and everything, put everything back on, and paint it. But I think we're still debating whether we paint it with the doors off, well, we got to paint it with the doors on because you need a consistency of the flip-flop type paint. But anyway, we'll cover that when we get to it.
It's a little wide, but
Anyway, I know a lot of you guys have been there and done this, so you know what we're doing. That firewall's looking really nice. Didn't you go with some special inner fenders, Sonny Jim?
No, I was going to, but I think the factory ones are going to fit.
Yeah.
We might have to modify them slightly, but we'll find out.
It's going to be really nice. Okay, so everything's coming along really nicely. As you can see, Danny's been aligning the doors and everything, and putting the latches on, making sure all the latches line up correctly and stuff. And see, he's put guide coat on his sidelines there, just to make sure everything lines up just perfect. So he's you know, basically block sanding, making sure that line is nice and crisp. And all the alignment looks good. It's just amazing, you know, when you think a panel's finished and there's just so many minute details which you can do. Like, he had to bend this in more because how the door opens, it just goes so close to this. And I'm sure a lot of you guys who own the Generation 2 Camaros can attest to the fact that sometimes you will see some rubbing on the edge of your door there. So he's flexed that in slightly more. And then the alignment of this front crease, you know, he just finessed that a little bit more because when he had the nose cone on, he just wasn't happy with how the transition of the crispness matched up with each other. And just a real finesse build. This car should almost be a museum car when it's done. Anyway, coming along very nicely. So I'll put a video together for you guys so you can see whatever this next episode's going to be, and enjoy it. Hey, thanks very much for watching, everybody, and yeah, please subscribe. And I know I've got some different mixed subject on my channel, but I am posting quite a lot of things on each category, so it should keep people entertained. But yeah, I wanted a slightly different channel from most other car channels, where you know, people got to see a little bit more things, and you know, it appealed to the wife and kids as well. Anyway, thanks again, and I hope you guys have a great week. Enjoy the football game tomorrow, the Super Bowl.